Hi everyone, thank you for watching the video. As you can see, this is my powerlifting meet footage at the USPA PWRBLD Gym Summer Showdown in Conshohocken, PA on July 18th of 2020. And definitely, to sum it up, I'm a loss of words. Cannot believe that I have finally achieved this achievement. This is something that I've been chasing for a long time, and I'm happy that I've been able to achieve that. I mean, there's a lot that went into this competition. You know, I haven't pulled 700 pounds, let alone put 700 pounds in a competition in almost over a year and a half. And I was fighting injury to get back to this point. And let alone using this opportunity to achieve something that I wanted to achieve for a very long time. So it really was just how beautiful it just all manifested. And I think I couldn't ask for a better situation. So, but I definitely want to first say I want to thank the USPA for putting on a fantastic meet. I want to definitely give a shout out to Bobby Bolin and Eddie E.J. Harrington, who are the leading officials for this competition. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for running a very smooth meet. I heard apparently 9 people had dropped out at the last minute, but they were still able to adjust accordingly and run a very smooth meet and got everybody out of there rather early. So definitely big ups to that. I definitely would say with that question, if a meet wasn't run very well or successful, I don't believe my performance would be where it was this past weekend. I also want to thank Colin, Mr. C.T. Whitney, who owns the gym, a powerbuilding gym. I have been training there for almost a little over a month now, I think, or close to a month. And again, I wanted to just get acclimated and have the essential equipment I need to get ready for this competition. So definitely want to thank him and the facility that he provides. Without question, one of the best. I definitely suggest to anybody, if you're traveling through Pennsylvania or to get into Jersey, or you're staying in the tri-state area, definitely go check out the gym. It's in Conshohocken, right off of 332, exit 332. Definitely a great gym. I would definitely recommend you guys check it out. So to get into the particulars, last weekend I was kind of sore. I did not have a really good second to last deadlift workout. I made some adjustments to make sure that my rest was optimal. Yes, I did pull on Wednesday, but I kept the intensity and the volume very low. I just wanted to get my central nervous system primed and ready for the competition. So I wanted to get a little bit of weight on the bar, but not something that I'm stressing or being strenuous with. So, and I kept all my accessories to just one set each. Again, just kept it very simple, kept it moving, just to keep the body warm and ready to go. Nutrition, again, like I said, was definitely a big win for this meet prep, and that was obviously the biggest factor when it came to the day of the weigh-in. Managed to weigh in a little bit lower than what I expected. I want to say about 0.9 pounds off of what I was anticipating, but that's fine. Reason being is because I was already fluctuating around that weight 3 weeks before the competition, and took the time to just eat maintenance calories. Still in caloric deficit, but maintenance calories to where I was staying in that threshold of a 3 pound gain and loss. And for me, as far as my leverages, I've always been more optimal in this particular weight range and around around 183. If I started getting higher than that, that's when I've seen a significant change in my body leverage. So I wanted to stay in this particular group, thus using that as an opportunity to make it as optimal for my leverages. So rest was optimal. Leverages were optimal, nutrition was optimal, and hydration was definitely optimal. Now, again, 95 degrees outside, a lot of people in the building, combination of making the room very warm. You cannot control that, unfortunately. So that's nothing towards the owner or towards the officials. I believe they did the best they could, to be honest, and keep that room rather cool. So they definitely went above and beyond for that. Definitely appreciate it. So I definitely make sure I kept my body temperatures at decent levels, so I'm not losing any water, and also combating that, just making sure I'm taking the proper amount of water if that does happen. So the day of weigh-in, I actually took in about 6,500 calories and drank 2 gallons of water. Again, just made sure my body was energized and hydrated and ready to go. And took in a half gallon the morning of the competition as well. So definitely just all those things definitely played a factor, and I believe that, those are some of the examples of the things that I'm definitely going to be taking with me in the future for future competitions to make sure that I have an ideal prep, especially for that particular environment. So decided to go with 287.5 kilograms, which is about 633 pounds. After I took that opener, it was just something kicked in me. I just knew it's time. It's time to accomplish what we set out to accomplish. And I went for it on my second attempt and got it. And I wasn't trying to push for any more than that. Just wanted to hit what the goal was for that day. I didn't want to get greedy. And without question, I think looking back at the footage, there's definitely opportunity to make some increases in the future. But again, we want to slowly build towards that. So I would definitely say overall, again, I can't argue with how this competition went. I'm definitely not content and not satisfied. I'm already back into the gym, just slowly ramping things up to get right back into put in the work and the process and getting ready for my next competition. I don't know when the next competition will be. I'm debating either doing the Olympia or doing the USPA Drug Testing Nationals in Columbus, Ohio. I would love to do that, but we're going to play that by ear for the next 2 weeks and see how that goes. So I would definitely say that, when I was getting ready for my attempt, to be honest, and I'm sure there's some other people can attest for this, and not just in powerlifting, but just in general, I was so locked in and focused in that moment before that lift that I forgot everything. I literally forgot what was going on. My mental space elevated to somewhere else, and I was just so locked in that I didn't hear nothing. I didn't see anything. It was just silence, and I don't remember it. I blacked out, basically. Not in a bad way, but I was just in a very deep tunnel vision, focused mental state, and I believe that is definitely a big factor when it comes to this sport. It's definitely 80% mental, and it's because I just knew my purpose and I knew why I was there and what is it that I wanted, and it was right in front of me, and I had the opportunity to take it, and I did not hesitate to bring 110% and make sure that I executed that. So it's a beautiful feeling. It's something that I haven't felt in a long time. It's definitely just a fire that I had within me. I know a lot of people could definitely relate to that, and it's a beautiful feeling, let alone the gratitude and satisfaction that you get once you accomplish that goal. And it's something that I hope we all definitely get to feel at least one time in our lives. And I'm happy that I got to have that feeling again. And it's definitely a driver and a motivator without question. And what pushed me to get right back on the horse and keep being consistent and being disciplined and making the adjustments and, setting my eyes on the goal. And again, it's just, again, like I said, I don't think I can ask for this to go any other way. So definitely there's things that we can improve on. There's definitely things we could take away from this as a win, without question. So, there's really not much to say. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been following me and supporting me through this process. This has been a long goddamn year to get back. I can't even stress it, man. And, it was one of those things where the motivation was I want to get back and be better than where I was. And I can't even tell you how much that drove me, like how much that was a fire in me and just played in my mind every single day. And I will never regret that. I'm so thankful that I had that mindset, and I have driven that into my mind. And it's something, again, I believe anybody, if you approach things that way, you will achieve anything you want. It's a beautiful mentality to have. And I encourage everybody to have that kind of perspective at least once in their life with whatever situation that you come across. And I can't argue it. I can't argue it at all. So thank you for everybody who's been watching. Thank you to people who just recently started following. You know, again, this was something that was definitely a big crown achievement of mine that I wanted to achieve. I mean, from the state records, the world records, the American records, the world championships, the national championships, you know, competing internationally, competing nationally. I mean, this is definitely something that is definitely got to go on a mantle as an accomplishment that I will never forget, without question. Um, yeah, and I'm hungry for more. I'm definitely hungry for more. Um, yeah, so right now, again, the World Championship is canceled for this year because of what's going on, which is understandable. So we want to make sure that we are working towards number 6 in a row for next year. I believe IPL Drug Tester Worlds is in Germany next year. So I've never been to Germany. That would be pretty interesting. For those of you who don't know, last year was in Ireland. That was my first time in Ireland. That was pretty awesome. But definitely wouldn't hurt to take number 6 in a row in Germany, in another country. That would be pretty cool. So, yeah, since that's not happening, I have the Olympia, then have nationals. It'll be nice to actually do nationals in Columbus, Ohio. I think that might be the route I go, but that actually is pretty soon, so I'm not entirely sure that's something I'm going to commit to. I'll know that probably the next 2 weeks. So, yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I guess I'll keep you guys updated with what my next motive is going forward. And yeah, we're right back at it. So, yeah, nothing else really to say. Thank you guys so much. I feel like I just showed, and it's proven, if you want something, if you make the right choices, you stay disciplined, you stay focused, you stay driven towards that goal, it will manifest itself and it will happen. It all just starts with you, and you have to believe. I was injured over a year and a half ago. Didn't think I would get anywhere near where I was at. At that time, I could barely pull 500 pounds. I didn't give up on myself. I had tunnel vision. I believed, and look where I am now. If I can do it, you can do it. Thank you guys for watching the video, and take care.